Article 1505. Subject to the provisions of this title, where goods are sold by a person who is not the owner thereof, and who does not sell them under the authority or with the consent of the owner, the buyer acquires no better title to the goods than the seller had, unless the owner of the goods is by his conduct precluded from denying the seller's authority to sell. Nothing in this title, however, shall affect 1. The provisions of any Factors Act, recording laws, or any other provision of law enabling the apparent owner of goods to dispose of them as if he were the true owner thereof. 2. The validity of any contract of sale under statutory power of sale or under the order of a court of competent jurisdiction. And 3. Purchases made in a merchant store or in fairs or markets in accordance with the Code of Commerce and special laws. So itong Article 1505, tungkol siya sa pagbebenta nang hindi siya yung nagmamay-ari ng binebenta niya. So si seller, hindi siya yung owner. Okay? So ang general rule natin, kapag yung nagbenta, so goods sold by a person who is not the owner thereof, the buyer acquires no better title than the seller had. So, di ba, kung si seller hindi siya owner, yung buyer na bibili sa kanya, hindi rin siya ang magiging owner. So, walang nakukuhang ownership or title si buyer kapag binili niya sa seller na hindi naman nagmamay-ari nung bagay or nung object ng ating contract. Pero may exception. First is yung may authority si seller. So, sabi ni owner, I give you authorization na ibenta mo itong aking ganyan. Ibig sabihin, may consent and authority ni owner na ibenta ni seller. So, okay yun. Second, the owner precluded, ibig sabihin na precluded ay prevented from denying authority. Ibig sabihin nito, alam ni owner na binibenta ni seller yung gamit niya. Pero, wala siyang ginawa or hindi siya nag-deny. So, parang meron tayong implied authority. Kasi may knowledge niya pero hindi siya lumaban sa bentahan. And then, may next 3 exceptions yun yung ating Article 1505. So, just a brief summary lang 1505 ulit. So, ito, yung sa first is yung sabi dito, etong mga effect nito, kung papansinin mo to, yung authority nito or yung ownership or yung title or yung ownership is napapas sa buyer. So, general rule kasi natin, kung hindi ikaw ang owner, si buyer, hindi rin siya magiging owner kung yung seller hindi owner. Unless, yung may authority. And then yung last 3 is kung meron according sa mga recording law, si seller ay ang apparent owner pa rin nung object, which is di-discuss pa natin siya later. And the second, ang nagbenta is yung korte na may statutory power, competent jurisdiction. So, pag ang nagbenta is yung court or yung tao ng court, hindi siyang owner nun, pero may authority siya galing sa korte. So, valid pa rin yung sale and yung buyer ma-acquire pa rin niya yung ownership or yung title. Third, purchases made in a merchant store. So, kahit na sabihin mong nakaw yung nasa tindahan, pero pag siya ay nasa tindahan na sa fairs, mga bazaar, or any market, mata-transfer pa rin yung ownership kay buyer. Example muna natin yung ating general rule. So, for example, S, ating seller, sold the ring of O, ang ating owner, and sells the same to B, who does not have any knowledge that the ring was stolen. Did B acquire the title to the ring? So, ang nangyari, Si owner, siya yung may-ari ng ring, di ba? Si seller, ninakaw niya yung singsing ni owner. Tapos binenta niya kay buyer. Si buyer, siya ay good faith kasi hindi niya alam na nakaw yung binibili niya. Ang tanong, naging owner na ba si buyer nung singsing? The answer is no. Kasi, nung panahon na binenta ni seller yung object, hindi naman si seller ang owner. Kaya si buyer, hindi din siya makaka-acquire ng ownership or title dun sa object or singsing. Next. So, ito yung ating first exception, seller's authority. So, O, yung owner, authorized S, ang ating seller, to sell his ring. S then sells the ring to B. Did B acquire title to the ring? So, ang nangyari, si seller, binenta niya yung singsing kay buyer with the authority of the owner. So, mapapas ba yung ownership kay buyer? Yes. Kahit na si seller ay hindi ang owner, pero dahil meron siyang authority, matatransfer ang ownership kay buyer. Next. Ito yung ating number 2, seller's implied authority. O gave his ring to S for safekeeping. S then sold the ring to B in the presence of O, but without O's express authority. O did not make any objection while S was selling the ring to B. Did B acquire title to the ring? So, ang nangyari, si S or si seller, binenta niya yung singsing ni O kay buyer. Mare, nasa isang room sila. Andun lang si owner. Tapos, nakikita niyang binibenta ni seller yung kanyang singsing. Pero, wala siyang sinabi. So, isa parang meron tayong implied authority. So, ang ownership na-transfer kay buyer. So, yes. Paano pag biglang binawi ni owner? Hindi pwede yan. Buyer, ibalik mo sa akin yung singsing kasi hindi naman si seller ang owner. Ako ang may-ari nan. Pwede ba yun? No. Kasi, dahil meron presence si owner, alam niya yung nangyayari. So, ngayon, ito sa pine-prevent natin na mag-deny siya na binigyan niya ng authority si seller na ibenta. Siyempre, isipin ni buyer, siya ang owner. Tapos eto, hindi nagsalita, kaya parang inaam niya, oo, siya ang owner. Parang valid ang ating sale. Third, ito yung first, ito yung number 1 sa ating Article 1505. So, ito yung mga acts and recording laws. So, i-recap lang natin ito yung when a sale is made under the provision of any Factors Act, recording laws, or any other provisions of law enabling the apparent owner to dispose of the goods as if he were the true owner thereof. Okay. So, ito nangyari. First, si O, the owner of a certain parcel of land. O sold the same to B in a public instrument. Sold to B1 to however, did not register the sale. Subsequently, O sold the land to B, who was not aware of the previous sale to B1. B2 then registered the transfer of the land to his name with the Register of Deeds. Who has a better title to the land, B1 or B2? So, recap natin. Owner and seller, same lang. Sa una, binenta niya yung lupa niya kay B1. Okay. Binenta niya through at nag-create sila ng public instrument. So, pinanotaryo nila yung sale. Good faith siya. Tapos, wala namang ginawa si B1. Hindi niya pinarehistro. Wala lang. Pinanotaryo lang niya. Siguro confident siya. notarized na to, ako na ang may-ari. Kasi remember, yung public instrument, ito ay ating legal delivery. So, yung ownership na transfer na kay B1. Baka tinatamad pa siya magparehistro ng titulo or magpa-change or nagtitipid pa. So, hindi niya muna pinarehistro. Pero ang nangyari, si owner pala, binenta na naman niya. Sabi niya, hindi pa pala nababago yung title ha. Benta ko pa ulit to. Binenta naman niya kay B2. Si B2, hindi niya alam na iba na yung owner or na nabenta na pala ni seller yung land kay B1. Ginawa niya, binili niya, okay, bilhin ko, tapos parehistro ko na. So, ang tanong, sino ang tunay na owner? Yung first buyer ba natin or yung second buyer natin? The answer is B2. So, si B2 na ang owner dahil nagrehistro siya sa deed of registry. Though si seller or yung owner, hindi na siya yung owner nung binenta niya at the time of sale, nung binenta niya kay B2, siya ang apparent owner. Dito, di ba sabi dito, apparent owner of the disposed goods. So, siya yung lumalabas na owner sa mga papeles, sa titulo. Kaya, nag-enable siya na mag-dispose nung object as if he was the true owner. Ito. Same thing with car. Kunwari, ito rin, ganyan rin. Pero si B1, hindi rin niya pinarehistro sa LTO. Ngayon, pagdating sa LTO, ang owner pa rin nun is si seller. Pwede pa rin niyang ibenta sa iba yun. Kung sino una magparehistro sa LTO, and dapat good faith siya, sa kanya mapapapunta ang ownership. Or matatransfer yung title. Fourth, ito yung sale by court. So, O owes or borrowed money from C worth 1 million and mortgage his parcel of land as a security. On the day of maturity, O failed to pay. C foreclosed the property and the sheriff of the court sold it at public auction. B was the highest bidder. Will ownership pass to B even if the sheriff is not the owner? So, ang nangyari, ang ating owner, debtor, may utang siya kay seller, kay creditor. Kulang pala tayo ng creditor. May utang siya kay creditor. Tapos eto, pinaano sa korte, nilamatan nila. So, yung korte, binenta nila in public auction yung lupa. Ngayon, si buyer ba? Nalipat ba sa kanyang ownership? The answer is yes. Kasi according sa ating part 2 ng ating 1501, yung validity of any contract of sale under statutory power of sale or under the order of a court or competent jurisdiction, napapas yung ownership. Even if the seller or your sheriff is not the owner. And last, or yung fifth, ito yung binenta through stores, fairs, or market. So, ito medyo same sa ating general rule. Medyo may difference lang. So, S stole the ring of O. So, ninakaw na naman niya. S sold it to a jewelry store. B bought the ring from the jewelry store. Ang tanong, did B acquire ownership or title to the ring? Can O recover the right from B? So, ito, si owner. Si seller, siya yung nagnakaw. Ninakaw niya yung singsing owner. Pagkatapos niya nakawin, binenta niya sa isang jewelry store. Tapos, binili ni buyer yung singsing sa jewelry store. Ang tanong, nalipat ba sa kanya yung ownership? Yes. Kasi basta binili mo siya sa store, fair, or any market, natatransfer yung ownership kay buyer. Any contrary is a violation of or restraint of trade. Kaya hindi pwedeng hindi nalilipat ang ownership kay buyer. Basta nasa tindahan. Ang tanong, si O ba, pwede niya ba niyang bawiin yung singsing kay buyer? The answer is no. Kasi, natatransfer na si buyer ng ating owner. At binili niya to sa store and siya in good faith. Etc. etc. Ang pwede niyang gawin is habulin siguro si seller. Which is very, very doubtful. Or pwede rin niyang habulin yung store. So, recap lang tayo or summary ng ating rules. So, ang general rule, goods sold by a person who is not the owner thereof, the buyer acquires no better title than the seller. So, kapag ang nagbenta sa'yo ay hindi owner, ikaw bilang buyer, hindi ka rin makakakuha ng ownership. Exception, kapag yung seller mo ay may authority ni owner. So, alam ni owner yung bentahan. Okay. 2. The owner is precluded or prevented from denying authority. So, hindi si seller, wala siyang authority. Pero alam ni owner na binibenta ni seller yung gamit niya. Ngayon, matatransfer pa rin sa'yo bilang buyer yung ownership kasi pinaprevent ng batas si owner na mag-deny. Kasi alam niya. Huwag kang maghugas kamay. Parang ganon. Kasi alam mo yung bentahan. And then third, sale is made under the provision. Blah, 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 blah. Basta ito, dahil sa law, siya yung apparent owner. Si seller ang apparent owner nung ating object kahit na hindi na siyang owner. Madalas nangyayari is pag nagpanotaryo, may delivery na kaya yung ownership nalilipat na yung kaya yung ownership is nalilipat na kay buyer or kay first buyer. Pero hindi pa lang nila pinaprocess yung payment ay yung transferring ng mga titles sa mga recording law. Like titulo ng lupa or yung registration sa LTO. Yun. Kaya kailangan sipagan mong gawa ng mga documents. Fourth, kapag ang bentahan ang gumawa is yung order ng korte. So, legal yun. Or natatransfer yung ownership kay buyer. Fifth, kapag ang object ay nasa store, mga tindahan, or kahit sabihin mga bazaar, mga ganyan. Basta sa fair trade market. Lahat ng ownership nun ay natatransfer kay buyer. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.